Yo, what's good, drop off community? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, remember to like, subscribe, ring that bell, put on all post notifications whenever I post a brand new video. Today we react to somebody doing a forbidden deed in class, bro. Like, you know, when you just got that attention that you just need to, you know, just beat something, bro. Like, I be getting that attention all the time when I'm in class, and I just need to, like, you know, just let off a little bit of stress. But without further ado, let's get into this video.
In the middle of the classroom. He's only monitoring one side of the room, the people that are sitting in the desks in front of him. Guess what they happen to catch a glimpse of? Yup. Next thing I hear is...
But true.
Detention is bullshit. You're sitting there in an abandoned classroom with a staff member that doesn't really want to be there, maybe a gym teacher or something like that, or an art teacher, and they're just beyond teaching you anything about how you got there in the first place, and instead of lecturing you onto the right path, you just have to awkwardly stare. You're looking at them, and they're looking at you, and it is just so boring, bro. One day I was one of those troubled youth, I guess. I was never really a problem, so I never really ended up in detention, but one day I did get it for disrespecting a classmate, by which I mean, of course, there was a girl in my class acting like a spoiled bitch, and I told her, yo, you're acting like a spoiled bitch. And I guess my teacher didn't appreciate me telling the truth too much, because that's how I ended up in detention. Sitting there.
Hey, tell her how it is. You act like a spoiled bee, you act like a spoiled bitch, bro. Tell it how it is.
Thinking about my mistakes with the other asshole students. Among the students, there was this kid named Micah. Micah was your average stuck-up, born wealthy kid. I would insert a long-ass list of all the things he usually does, but all you need to know is he was a class clown. Everybody's had that guy in their class that would do anything for the sake of a laugh, even at the inconvenience of other people. You guys know that one student that somehow always ends up getting in trouble at school, but you can kind of tell their parents don't do shit about it because they're in the same situation again and again? Micah was that kid. So there I was, in detention, staring at the clock, watching hours and hours be shaved off of my life for telling the truth. I look over to where Micah was sitting, and to my surprise, he looked really focused on his work. He was sitting diagonal from me at the time, so I couldn't really tell what he was getting up to, but he looked really focused, so good for him.
Bro doing that forbidden deed in class. You see, he got one hand like this, one hand out here. You know he going crazy. He trying not to hold back all the tears to myself. Bro, like he's trying not to go through all the. He's trying not to.
Maybe he's trying to change his ways. Turn over a new leaf. I can respect a man willing to change. Change his life. Changes Wait, what is he doing?
Just,
oh God, please. Please tell me he's not doing that right now. I didn't want to believe my eyes, but he was pulling on his pork in the middle of the classroom. You see, from the angle that I could see, there wasn't a single sheet of paper on his desk that he could have been focusing on writing so hard. But like his arm was moving up and down on the genital vicinity, and I myself have done those motions enough times to notice when somebody else is doing those motions. First of all, my good son, it is way too quiet in this classroom for that. When you're riding on the hog, you got about 3 minutes tops before it starts making splashing noises.
You don't do that.
Secondly, school is about to let out in like 4 hours. You really can't wait. But if you, sir, are going to be dumb enough and disrespectful enough to do this in front of everybody's face, then you must not care about getting caught that badly. So mission objective at this point. Not only am I going to get this asshole caught who's been giving me shit all year, but he's going to get me out of detention in the process. So I pull out some notebook paper, right? Oh my God, okay, sorry. I always get excited when I think about this. So I pull out some notebook paper, I write down a meticulous and well thought out note to give to the teacher. After I'm done writing it, I get up and ask the teacher if I'm allowed to go to the bathroom. He of course goes, no. You go to the bathroom during regularly scheduled bathroom time, and that is not for another 10 minutes.
Well,
Please take your seat. But I knew he wasn't going to let me go to the bathroom. That was just an excuse for me to leave the note behind when I left. After I take my seat, he picks up the note and reads it. After reading the note, he balls it up and throws it in the trash, which I'm also fine with. Everything is still going to plan. A bunch of other students looked up as I was walking back to my seat, and guess what they happened to catch a glimpse of? Yup, you guessed it. Micah is still over there stroking
the unforbidden deed in class. He just like he can't make all that noise, but you know. Hey,
and row in his own boat. Except
bro.
this time he's put a backpack over himself because, yo, you know, a backpack over it just makes it invisible. And I guess I can't call him a complete idiot because he is looking up to make sure the coast is clear. But here's the problem with that. He's only monitoring one side of the room, the people that are sitting in the desks in front of him. However, there is a whole second side of the room, the people in the desk behind him. Right, so now we're in the clear because I got half the classroom looking at this dude. I pull out my notebooks and pretend like I'm being a diligent student, and I'm just waiting for the chaos to happen. Because just to back it up for a second, that note that I gave the teacher earlier went like this. Dear Mr. Awesome Handsome Teacher Man, I'm not one to usually get detention in the first place, but the reason I got sent here is because there was a student touching themselves inappropriately in class. No one has given me the time to explain this to them, and when I tried to say something about it, I got sent to detention for disrupting the class instead of being listened to. Now, I don't want to rat out a fellow classmate, but I would like for you to keep your eyes open just in case it happens again, because that would be awful. To this day, the biggest mind fuck I've ever pulled in my life. To this day! Because guess what? Next thing I hear is... Gym teacher bolts out of his seat. Everybody in the class is like either laughing or screaming right now. I pretend to be caught off guard. I'm like, huh? What happened? Oh, you strike again, do you? You gotta stop doing this, Micah. It's unacceptable. The teacher rushes over to him, grabs him by the back of his neck, and starts pulling him.
Wait, is his PP out? Is his ZZ? He flashed the whole class. He's probably gonna be known as the kid with a wiener. A worm. Wait, no. This right here. This is not even that long.
Out the classroom. Everybody is losing their shit right now. He turns around, looks at me, and says, "You with the crazy hair. Go back to class." Mission accomplished. Actually, I probably didn't even need to work that hard because they ended up letting all the students go. But at least I got let out first. Still a very glorious day indeed. And you know what my next class was? Lunch. Didn't even have to go back to class immediately. But sadly enough, I didn't really want to eat lunch because we were having hot dogs that day. Moral of the story. I don't know, man. People are just fucking nasty.
The moral of the story is, don't fap or beat your shit in class, bro. No matter how bad a girl might look, no matter how big the ass is, no matter how voluptuous the titties is, do not beat your meat in class. And I'm Drop Off Sean. We're almost at 300, and I love every single one of y'all.